swing hurts. Butt is way too big for that. Okay, hello again, all of my YouTube people. It is Red Rider here with you all, as you know. And welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, Viewers Rides. So, we keep getting pictures in, which I love because that's what we want if I'm going to be able to continue this Viewers Rides segment on my channel, which I think is great. I love looking at your guys' pictures because it kind of gives me like a little bit of insight about my audience, and you know, just helps us to have a little bit more community in that sense. So while I sit here and talk away, I'm just gonna let these photos play through for you all to look at and enjoy. Yeah, you know what, you guys, I was contemplating with this particular video of Viewers Rides whether or not I was gonna sit here and like talk actual as the photos went through, and I was just kind of not too sure if that's what I wanted to do or not, like, because I just don't know if you guys prefer it that way. Like, do you like listening to me blabber in the background while you look at all these photos, or would you rather just listen to some nice, like, calming, peaceful music play through in the background while you look at all the photos, and I can just sit here and, like, you know, shut up. So I decided just to keep talking. A few of you guys have said you like hearing me blabber, so I guess I know how to blabber, that's for sure. And I think that a lot of you kind of get the picture about what my involvement has been with motorcycles in my life. Well, involvement through my dad, because he always worked on motorcycles. So I grew up around motorcycles. There was always bikes around, there was always bikers around. And one thing that I've definitely noticed, that it was a very different culture than it is with my generation of motorcycle riders. You just don't see the heart anymore, which is kind of sad for someone like me who's really passionate about motorcycles, and you know, I'll go through like hell and high water just to be able to take my bike out. Like, you guys have seen me with my shovel head, and I do not give up on that thing no matter how much of a pain it is being. Most people who I have met or know who ride, who are in my age category, they just do not have the heart for it. Like, if it ends up being too much of a commitment, they're done with it. Like, and yeah, so that's kind of mostly the people that I've encountered who ride, which I think kind of makes me appreciate just having this connection with my audience that much more. The connection that I get through this Viewers Rides thing and the comments section and stuff, because a lot of the demographic of my viewers are people who are in older generations, guys who've been riding for 40, 50, 60 years, and who remember that time when everybody, if you wanted to have a motorcycle, you had to have heart, you had to have passion for it, because if you didn't, you just weren't gonna ride anything, because like bikes weren't always so reliable, like the newer Harleys and some of the newer Japanese stuff that people get, and all these other bikes, and just the way that technology has advanced and made it so that bikes can be reliable and something that everybody and their mom literally can ride. So I really appreciate your guys' comments, and just like looking at your photos and being able to share that passion even from a distance with some of you guys, because it's like I said, like I don't get that interaction with people in my own generation, and it sucks because like I'm 30, I want to hang out with people who are like close to my age and into the same things, and I just have not really found that kind of community in my area. I definitely do remember a time when that passion and love for motorcycles was just something that you saw when it came to people who rode motorcycles. They all shared the same passion and they all were committed to it. And I know guys who I have known my entire life who are like family to me and who I still see very often now that have maintained that passion all throughout, and they will go without groceries if it means getting back on the road. And I think that people in my generation don't really appreciate that side of things when you get these new motorcycles and you can just, go and pick up the parts you need and stuff and just like have somebody else fix it and work on it. You don't have to worry about kick-starting it or anything like that, which I feel like I've learned that appreciation of what it means to actually be committed. And I definitely am committed. If I was not, I would have given up on this shovel head years ago. But I like the challenge of having to figure out what makes it, like what it wants to start and how to make it so that it runs properly and sounds good and performs good and all that. And I'm still learning. I've got a lot to learn, but I really like the challenge, and I could not sit there and be comfortable with my bike just getting by. So that's also kind of a reason why I refuse to use starter fluid or any kind of starting agent when I'm kicking my motorcycle. I've got a lot of comments of people saying, why don't you just use ether? Why don't you just, do whatever and shoot something down the carburetor so that it fires up? And you know what? If I have to be using ether to get my motorcycle started, there is either something wrong with me or there's something wrong with my bike that needs to be figured out and fixed. So I think that I have kind of ranted on enough. Hopefully my ranting makes a little bit of sense, because I feel like sometimes my thoughts and words and everything like that get so jumbled up in my head that they don't really make sense by the time they make it to my mouth. So anyways, now that it is coming to the end of this video, I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being committed to my channel, all of you who have been here from the start. Hello and welcome to all of my new viewers, and thank you for watching. Just a big thank you to everybody. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I love your comments. I love your bikes. I just am enjoying this all around. It is work, but I like it, and it's work that I really can enjoy and I'm passionate about. So yeah, thank you all for being here. And once again, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, or even if you don't like me but you like my bike, then like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put a new video out. And if you want to send in a photo of your ride for one of my viewers' rides videos, then you can find my email in the description to this video, redrider.canada.bc@gmail.ca, and please include a little bit of information about your ride if you want to do that, and where you are from if you do not mind, and your first name. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.